Happy Jase Day.
Hello, family. My name is Mubada Bluchi, and I want to talk to you about a couple things that's been going on over the course of the last couple years. We've been losing many great, phenomenal artists and athletes, and today, hopefully, I can shed some light to you on what's going on behind the scenes. Most notably, I want to talk to you about XXX Tentacion. The name of this video is called The Universal Laws and the Biblical Codes of XXX Tentacion. Also, if you are not a core supporter or a part of that base, that X called family, this is not for you. If you could hear Jase's name and not be totally glued in, or if you could hear his music or just see an image of him and not be totally focused in, this is not for you. And this is my first time doing this, y'all, so please bear with me. I won't be perfect, but please, y'all, just bear with me. I came across some great knowledge that I think that could help benefit all of us, that's in the base and stuff like that. This is occult, hidden, secret knowledge that I think that could benefit us all. And without further ado, I'm going to get right into it. If you could please get your journal out. Hopefully you've been writing in your journal. If you haven't been, that's okay. Please start to. Now you can get a journal or some paper or something now, and we're going to go over a few things and stuff like that. X told us to study religions. If you go over some of his interviews and stuff like that, he told us to study religions and study, certain books and stuff like that. He never said exactly what he was, but I remember, hearing him say that and speak on that. The sad video spoke volumes for many of us. It meant a certain thing to me. It may have meant a certain thing to you. With me personally, that same day that it came out, I had just donated plasma, and I had to draw blood. So one of the questions in the videos, it said, what blood type are you? And I was like, wow, I just felt like it was really talking to me and stuff like that. And after the Moonlight video dropped, I was like, wow. I was like, it's as if he's still walking the earth. And when I said that, something clicked in my mind. The Bible. Many people say that, oh, the Bible still walks the earth. And so when I heard that, I started looking at, X from a different eye, and I just started studying like I do scriptures and stuff like that. I'm not a Christian anymore, but, I have a base, of studying, certain scriptures and stuff like that. I understand there's still truth in there, but I'm not a Christian anymore, just to get that out there. Many of us, we know XXX Tentacion. He died on June 18th, 2018. And, some of us were like, wow, he really died on 666. You know what I'm saying? Triple sixes is 18. And, I just started breaking down certain things and stuff like that. And I just wanted to know, did anybody catch this right here? Jase Dwayne Onfroy. And we know the entirety is Jase Dwayne Ricardo Onfroy. But on the mausoleum, you see Jase D. Onfroy. And most people have, 3 names instead of 4. But Jase, that name there is 6 letters. The name Dwayne is 6 letters. And the name Onfroy is 6 letters. 666. If you add the Ricardo into it, which is still a part of his name, it comes out to 25, because Ricardo was 7 letters. Ricardo is the Spanish name for Richard. And also, XXX Tentacion has a half black, half Spanish son named Gekyum, and Gekyum has 7 letters in it. Ricardo is the Portuguese and Spanish cognate of the name Richard. It means powerful and great leader. X was into the laws of the universe. I remember when he was walking out of Benihana's, and there was another young man, talking with X and stuff like that. And he was just, X was telling him, hey, study the laws of the universe. You'll get the master key. And that always, settled in with me and stuff like that. I was like, wow, I don't hear too many artists, speaking like that and stuff like that. But the laws of the universe is mathematics, y'all. The laws of the universe is mathematics. No matter where you go in this world or another planet or so, four will always be four, three will always be three. They might call it another name or something like that, but it's going to always come out to the same amount. And Bible scriptures also have numbers attached to them as well. Okay. XXX Tentacion's personal number is 17. XXX Tentacion means unknown temptation. If you take the name unknown and you count it all out, it's 7. It comes out to 7 letters. Then you take temptation, you count it out, it comes out to 10 letters. When you count the whole thing out, unknown temptation, it equals up to 17. That's one fact that we're getting into. If you notice, when X dropped the Look at Me video, 2015, he was 17 years old. And if you count the numbers in 2015, like 2 plus 0, which is 2, and then plus 15, it equals 217. Even when X had got out in March of 2017, he dominated and ran that whole year. He blew up in 17. He dominated. He ran that whole year. If you look at the number 17, you have a 1 and a 7. 1 minus 7 is negative 6. You can also do negative 1 plus 7, which is a positive 6. And 1 plus 7 is also 8 and stuff like that. That's one thing to it. Hello, I'm back, y'all. Sorry about the last part. The lights had cut out like the sad video. But that first part that y'all saw, that was from 6/18/2020. Happy Jase Day. RIP to the GOAT and legend. And the second part that you saw was from 3/12/2020. And I also want to say that I did make a mistake. The Look at Me video dropped in 2017. The song dropped in 2015. So without further ado, we'll get right into it. XXX Tentacion has 12 letters in his name. But if you go to Jase Onfroy, Jase being 6 letters, Onfroy being 6 letters, and that there 6 plus 6 is 12. Jase Onfroy equals XXX Tentacion. 12 equals 12. Okay, and anytime you see a 6, I want you to think of 1 and 6, 1 through 6. You see a 7, you think 1 through 7. You think 1 times 7, and it could even look like a 17 sometimes, a 1 through 7. And so we have to understand what the number 6 means, and we'll break it down biblically. If you go to the Old Testament, the 6th book in the Old Testament is Joshua. Joshua has 6 letters in his name, like Jase. Joshua, the book of Joshua, is the first book named after a man. In the New Testament, the 6th book in the New Testament is Romans. Romans has 6 letters in it, and Rome was ruled by one man, King Caesar. Even if you go to Romans chapter 6, verse 6, the 6th word in that passage of scripture is man, according to King James Bible. If you go to the Anointed or the Message Bible, it may say something a little different, but I'm going out of the King James. And actually, I'll read it to you, Romans chapter 6, verse 6. Knowing this, that our old man is crucified with him, that the body of sin might be destroyed, that henceforth we should not serve sin. And ironically, that there's 25 words. Kind of like Jase dominating his body in the sad video. Remember, what he was fighting was already dead. It came back to life and he had to conquer it. Also pertaining to the number 6, Gabriel was sent from God in the 6th month to proclaim the coming of Christ. That's Luke chapter 1, verse 26 through 34. Also, let's break down the number 7, because we'll talk about the number 7 also. 7 is the number for perfection. God rested on the seventh day from all his work. Creation was perfect. The children of Israel marched around Jericho 7 times. There were 7 priests with 7 trumpets of ram's horns. Naaman became complete after he drenched into the Jordan River 7 times. 2 Kings 5 and 14. You'll find that passage on Naaman. There are 7 continents in the world. In the book of Revelation, there are 7 churches, 7 seals, 7 trumpets. And Enoch was the 7th from Adam. He was perfect. That's why he was taken up into heaven with God. And to get back where we were at, the numerical timeline of X is a really breakdown the year. X was born in 1998. If you add each individual number, 1 plus 9 is a 10, plus another 9 is 19, plus an 8 is 27. So 1998 can equal up to 27. Remember that. Also, Gekum, his son, was born 7 months and 8 days after X's death. 7 plus 8 equals 15. And X was out for 15 months before he was gunned down in his hometown and everything like that. And for us to break down that right there, the number 15 is the number for rest. 3 times a year, Israel rested on the 15th day of the month. That's Leviticus chapter 23, verses 6 through 7. The second time they rested was the 15th day of the 7th month. Leviticus 23, 35 through 36, chapter 23, 35 through 36 verses. Also look up Esther, the book of Esther, chapter 9, verses 20 through 22. So just remember that the number 15 is equal to rest. And even if you add 1 plus 5, it equals up to 6. Okay. XXX died in 2018. If you add 2 plus 0, which is a 2, plus an 18 equals 20. He died in the same numerical year as his age. It's very important to remember that. Even if you go to the year now, he would be 22 this year because he was born in 1998. But if you look at it, 22, if you add 2 plus 2, it equals 4. If you add all of the numbers in 2020, they equal up to 4. 2 plus 0 is a 2, plus another 2, which is 4, plus a 0 is 4. And it would be 22 also, so you could also look at it as 2 plus 0 plus 20. 2 plus 20 is 22, and he would be 22 if he were alive today. Time is very important because X had the clock tattoo on his jaw and everything like that. And even if you go to the year 2098, which would be X's 100th birthday, it still adds up to the numerical year of his age. 2 plus 0, which is 2, plus a 98. 2 plus 98 is 100. So just y'all remember that when y'all see this video in the future. Shout him out, shout me out, shout yourself out, because we love X over here. To break down his name and everything like that, Jase Dwayne Onfroy. Jase means God says. Dwayne means little dark one, or black dark. Onfroy means one who gives peace. So it's basically his name is saying God says this little dark one will give peace. Give peace to who? Peace to the world, because that's who needs it. And even in DJ Academics, one of his lives or X posted one time that he was talking about there's power in his name and everything. We already broke down how Unknown Temptation is 17 letters. And if anybody has any information of X saying that, I never got any information of him saying that, please share it with us and stuff, because I never ever knew that. I kind of had to figure that out on my own, which is okay. I like figuring out stuff. X died in 2018. If you take 20 times 18, it equals to 360. And there are 360 degrees in a full circle, resembling the circle of life, resembling the clock also. Jase was born on January 23rd or 1/23rd, and you'll notice that that looks like a 1, 2, 3 sort of like a clock turning and stuff like that right there. 1998, which is 27. We already deciphered that. If you add the numbers 1, 2, and 3 together, 1 plus 2 is 3, plus another 3 is 6. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. And also, he was born on the 23rd. 2 times 3 equals 6. 6 being the number for man. And the 24th letter in the alphabet is X. So XXX is 24, 24, 24. If you add 24 plus 24 plus 24, it equals to 72. And 72 is 27 backwards, so 27 is 72 backwards. Remember, 1998 is 27. If you add 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 4, it equals 18, which is 666. And if you add the numbers in 18, 1 plus 8, it equals 9. In 9 months, a baby is born. In XXX, as we said, there was 24, 24, 24. There are 3 2s and 3 4s. 3 times 2 equals 6. And 3 times 4 equals 12. And we know 6 plus 12 equals 18. 6 resembles Jase's first name, 6 letters. 12 represents his last name, Onfroy, 6 letters. 18 represents the whole name. And remember how we did there's 3 2s in there, and 24, 24, 24, and also 3 4s in there. If you take 3 plus 2, it equals 5. 3 plus 4, it equals 7. 5 plus 7 equals 12, or 7 plus 5 equals 12. Even the duo XXX and Ski, SKI, are 6 letters altogether. XXX, SKI, that's 6 letters. And his partner in crime, his partner in rhyme, I like to say, which is a phenomenal artist, Ski Master Slump God, has 18 letters in his name. If you count it out, Ski Master Slump God, if you count it out, it has 18 letters. Ski Master Slump God plus XXX Tentacion, 18 plus 12 equals 30. And 30 is the number for maturity. Jesus started his ministry at age 30, and King David ruled over all of Israel at the age of 30. Also, a fun fact and stuff like that. I know some of y'all are watching this on your phones and stuff like that, but for those who are at a desktop or those who are at a keyboard and everything like that, if you look at the alphabet on your keyboard and everything like that, the first letter that you see is a Q. But if you count from there, Q being 1, and you count all the way over 17 times, the 17th letter is J. Now, the crazy fact about it is, if you go to the alphabet, the A, B, C, D, the 17th letter in the alphabet is Q. That's pretty weird. I like that. That's a little fun fact in there. What all this is stemming from, I believe, is Tupac. Tupac died in 1996. Remember, Jase died in 2018. 2 plus 0 plus 18 being 20. Well, Tupac died in 1996. If you add all the individual numbers in 1996, it equals 225. 1 plus 9 is a 10. Plus another 9 is 19. Plus 6 is 25. 19 plus 6 is 25. So Tupac died in the same numerical year as his age also, just like Jase. Things that make them similar and stuff like that, they both were shot in BMWs. Died in the same numerical year as their age. Both rapped from the other side of the casket. Tupac with the I Ain't Mad at You video, and Jase with the Sad video, in which he always spoke about he didn't want to be compared to Tupac and everything, in which I'm not comparing them, but you can't lie, he did pull a Tupac. For a little moment, we didn't even know if he was gone or not, you know. Also, Jase has the name of Cleopatra, which is his mom. Shout out to Mama Cleo. Cleopatra on his chest, which is an Egyptian queen. Also, Tupac had the image of an Egyptian queen on his chest as well. And also, I want to break down, if you go to the end of the Look at Me, the Riot video, when X is reading from his phone and stuff, and he got on the black hood, you got to understand that he is Gekyum. He is Gekyum. In that room, he was talking to himself. All right. And remember, Tupac had the 7-day theory. Also, X had a 17 in the corner of his forehead. Remember, we said 17 can also be broken down to a 6, a -6. 1 minus 7 is a -6. Or a -1 plus 7 is a +6. And according to the Bible, the Antichrist had caused, many people to get the mark of the beast and stuff like that. And there were like the number 666 in their forehead or in their hands. And to continue down with that right there, we'll go into the lady who birthed Gekyum. Her name being Genesis Sanchez. Genesis, which is the first book in the Bible, but you spell her name with a J, is the origin or mode of formation. It's the beginning and stuff like that. And to break down Sanchez, what Sanchez means is, Sanchez is a patronymic surname meaning the son of Sancto, derived from the popular medieval given name Sancho, meaning sanctified. So Gekyum is also the son of Sancho. Yes, he's the son of X, but you got to also remember that he's the son of Sancho. He's the son of Sanchez also. He got both sides in him. And Jase in Genesis equals Gekyum Amphorin. Jase being 6 letters, Genesis being 7 letters. 6 plus 7 equals 13. Gekyum, 7 letters. Amphorin, 6 letters. So 6 plus 7 equals 13. 7 plus 6 equals 13. And remember, Christ is the 13th disciple. 13 is the number for rebellion. Remember that. 13 is the number for rebellion. Gekyum Amphorin's name means next level of thinking, a different state or next universe of thought bringing peace. Gekyum is the son of sanctification. He's the son of Sancho, the son of Sanchez. This is what XXXTentacion is doing. He's in another state of mind or another world bringing peace. This is what I believe Gekyum somehow has done. I believe he came from another Gekyum or another world into this world, into this universe, bringing peace. Ricardo equaling powerful and great leader. And remember what Gekyum, X, whichever one, it is, remember what they said. To amount to the light you can become, you must understand the power of your mind, the next Gekyum of thinking. And some of y'all may be thinking, how did you come up with all of this right here? By thinking with the next universe of thought, by Gekyumic thinking, by thinking with another and higher mindset. Difference between Geneva and Genesis is Geneva is a decline, where Genesis is a step up. And Geneva has 6 letters in her first name, 5 in her last name. In Genesis, she has 7 letters in her first name, 7 letters in her last name. And not because there is a shortage of like an amount of numbers or anything like that. I mean, you could clearly see it in life and stuff like that right there. And I'm not trying to diss anybody or nothing like that, but I mean, it just is what it is and stuff like that. And one thing about it, every man, every woman got that one chick, that one dude that they feel like they can't live without, or they just, stuck on and stuff like that. And for a period of time, Geneva was that for X, but, he came and he bared a seed with Genesis, a bloodline, a lineage. And Genesis having Sanchez, that's 7, 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 is the number for deliverance. Remember, Christ came in the 14th generation. The mother of all humanity, Eve, is very significant in the book of Genesis. No Eve, no life. Without Genesis Sanchez, there is no Gekum Afroy, in which 14 plus 13 equals 27. Genesis Sanchez 7, 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. Gekum Afroy 7 plus 6 is 13. 14 plus 13 equals 27. And that goes back to when X was born, 1998, 27. Also symbolic, to this 27 club that, people speak about. 2 plus 7 equals 9. And also, XXX can also be seen as Jase, Genesis, and Gekum, 1 through 3. Jase, Genesis, and Gekum is 27. J is the 10th letter in the alphabet. Jase, Genesis, that's 10, 10. Right? Then you add Gekum, G, which is the 7th letter in the alphabet. 10 plus 10 is 20, plus another 7 is 27. If you add all the names, all the letters in the names, Jase, Genesis, and Gekum, it comes out to 20. Jase being 6 letters, Genesis being 7, which is 13, then another 7. Gekum is 20, which is the same age X was when he departed from this world. Gekum was born on January 26th, or 1/26. If you add each individual number in there, 1 plus 2, which is 3, plus a 6 equals 9. 26 minus 1 equals 25, which equals all the names in X's original name. Jase Dwayne Ricardo Onfroy, because you got the 666, Jase Dwayne Onfroy, but you can't forget the Ricardo. 18 plus 7 is 25. And 2 plus 5 equals 7. And to get back with that, you have to understand the 7 questions that X asked in the beginning of the SAD video. And remember that when you see that 7, you could also look at it as 1 through 7. The 7 also could look like a 17 sometimes. XXX, or 17, 17, 17, can be looked at as a type of trinity also. If you add them individually and stuff like that right there, 1 plus 7 plus 1 plus 7 plus 1 plus 7, all these equal up to 24. And 24, 2 plus 4 equals 6. There's 4 sixes in the number 24. And X is the 24th letter in the alphabet. XXX is 666, the boy with the black eyes. The Antichrist is in my mind. There are 2 12s in 24 also. And also, if you add 17 plus 17 plus 17, that equals up to 51. And 51 is 15 backwards, in which we already deciphered that 15 is the number for rest. 8 and 24 are the numbers that Kobe had while playing for the Lakers. We'll talk about that in a minute. And Kobe being triple eights, just like Jase was triple six, Kobe was triple eights. The scripture in the church while X was walking to his casket is Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 26. On the banner it says a rain of blessings. 17 being Jase's personal number. If you count all the letters in a rain of blessings, it equals up to 17 letters. 34, the number 34 means naming of a son. Ezekiel name means God will strengthen. The book of Ezekiel is the 26th book in the Old Testament. You'll notice that 2 sixes equals 12. 2 times 6. Ezekiel has 7 letters in his name like Gekyung, and Ezekiel died in 569 BC. If you add all these numbers together, 5 plus 6 plus 9, it equals 20. 5 plus 6 is 11, plus a 9 is 20. Same age as X when he entered into the next Gekyung. 34, or 3 plus 4, is 7. 26, or 2 plus 6, is 8. Remember I said Gekyung was born 7 months and 8 days after his father's death. And 7 plus 8 equaling rest. Rest easy, X. Rest in peace, Jase. In the video, X is on his way to fight his own self. X's number is 17. 17 plus 17 is 34. X and X, naming of a son. 3 plus 4, or 34, equaling Gekyung. So when we see the banner in the church, Ezekiel 34 through 26 is saying God will strengthen Gekyung, a reign of blessings. Now I want y'all to look up what the number 26 means. That's just some homework for y'all to do. Look up what the number 26 means. The video that got me researching all this is the Moonlight video, and I really want y'all to catch this part because this is very, very important. It's one of the most important parts and stuff like that. The one thing that got me researching, like I said in the second clip that you saw, was Moonlight. And I was just saying, man, it's as if he's still walking the earth, and this is what really got me digging and searching deep into all of this and stuff like that right there. But the moon is 238,000 miles away. 238,000 miles away. You really look it up and stuff like that. It's 238,000 plus 900 miles away. But something in my mind had told me, hey, divide it by 7. And when I divided it by 7, it came out to 34,000. So the distance to the moon is 7 times 34,000. Ezekiel, being 7 letters, times the chapter that was in the 34, you put on the 3 zeros and stuff like that. 7 times 34,000 equals 238,000. And that's how far away the moon is. In his last video, he's in the video sad, has a banner that has this scripture on it, and then his very next video is Moonlight. And he was already kind of telling us that he was exiting from this world and stuff like that, and now he's saying he's in the moonlight. So even through that scripture and stuff like that, it helped me to decipher astrology and stuff like that. And I always heard that the Bible, is like really like the sun book, or some people, even say, it's the book of life and stuff like that right there. Through this knowledge here is what really broke it down and gave me clarity on a scripture being based to the moon, being based to a star. How we don't know how many scriptures are in there that's hooked to a star or hooked to, another planet or something like that right there. But Ezekiel being 7 letters, 7 times 34,000, 34th chapter, 7 times 34,000 equals to 238,000. And the moon is 238,000 miles away. Really 238,000 plus 900 miles away. But, that helped me bring clarity to it. And then I just kept studying this stuff. And I've studied this stuff here for over 2 years and stuff, y'all. Through light, through darkness and stuff like that. I had to battle different spirits to get through this because one thing about the spirit world and stuff like that, you could always retrieve information from it. And I'll just leave it right there. Just like X fought himself, 17 verse 17, unknown temptation versus unknown temptation equals 34. 17 plus 17 equals 34. 34 naming of a son. Or Jase versus Jase, 6 plus 6, which is 12. Or Jase versus XXX Tentacion, 6 plus 12 equaling 18. 18 like father, like son. Think of Gekium Afro, which is 13 letters, and 13 is a step above 12. It's like Gekium Afro is a step above Jase Afro. So Gekium Afro versus Gekium Afro is 13 plus 13, which is 26. And he was born on the 26th. Gekium was born 21 years and 3 days after his father's birth. He was born 21 years and 3 days after his father's birth. 21 plus 3 is 24. And XXX Tentacion versus XXX Tentacion, 12 plus 12 is 24. When Gekium Afro turns 13, the year will be 2032. If you add each individual number in that year, 2 plus 0, which is 2, plus a 3, which is 5, plus another 2, which is 7. 5 plus 2 is 7. Also, if you add it like 2 plus 0, which is 2, plus 32, 2 plus 32 is 34. 34 being the number for naming of a son. And also, in 2032, if X was still alive, he would be 34 years old. Remember, while traveling, numbers are always involved. Whether you're getting on a bus, flying, driving, Uber, numbers are always involved. Always remember that. X's 2 albums he completed while alive were 17 and question mark. Remember, 17 can be seen as 1 through 7. In the beginning of Sad, there are 7 questions asked. So if you really break it down and stuff like that, the 7 questions asked in Sad can relate to his 2 albums while he was alive. 1 through 7 questions. And you can't start a question without a quest. The root word of question is quest. You should always have questions. You should always have questions. And anybody that don't want you to have questions and stuff like that got something to hide. Know that. Always ask questions. X's song he made videos for were Look at Me, Sad, and Moonlight. Look at Me being 8 letters, Sad being 3, 8 plus 3 is 11, plus Moonlight is 9, 11 plus 9 is 20, same age as X when he died. If you want to add Riot in there, which is 4, 20 plus 4 is 24, and that relates so much to it because 24 is X is the 24th letter in the alphabet. And also that he was saying that X is the only unknown numeral to him for some time and stuff like that. It's still significant that the 24th letter in the alphabet is X. If you notice, there's 26 letters in the alphabet whole from A to Z. 17, the number 17 means victory. The number 18 means bondage. So what X was saying and breaking down, even with his death date and his spiritual number 17, 18, because he ascended into 18, X was saying that he has victory over bondage. He has victory over his flesh. He has victory over his old self. The way he used to act, the way he used to do certain things. He changed his life. He had victory over that. And he put that back down into submission and kept it there. Okay. Jase's birthday is 1/23/1998. If you add 1 plus 23, that equals 24. Okay. If you add all the numbers in 1998, it equals 27. Okay. So 24 plus 27 is 51. Now, if you multiply 17 three times, it comes out to 51, as we spoke on earlier. And 51, 5 plus 1 is 6. And also, I want to speak about it. Like I would say, like late 2018, I had like a vision of X and stuff like that, and his face was like amongst the trees and stuff like that. And there were like a bunch of birds bringing eggs to the middle of his forehead. In the middle of his forehead, there was a nest and stuff. His face was like a big giant tree, and just like he put that tree in the middle of his forehead, that means something so spiritual and stuff like that. He never really broke it down and said it through and stuff like that. But I just had that vision and stuff like that of his face amongst a tree and many birds bringing eggs to him and stuff like that. And those were just a bunch of thoughts and stuff like that coming to him, and just the people that's thinking on him, because he has a lot of followers in this world and stuff like that. And you have to realize that, you know, he died for a bigger purpose and stuff like that. Not saying he's coming back or anything like that, but, you know, him dying and him dropping that video has so much significance, because if he really didn't die, it really wouldn't have made the sense. See, me, I was too young to really understand Tupac's, you know, I Ain't Mad at Your video and stuff like that. He was walking down the street with Bokeem Woodbine and got shot, and he was rapping from the afterlife and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, I could see how people felt then and stuff, because I felt the same way when X had died. Because I don't even remember Tupac dying. I just remember like the aftermath of it and stuff like that. The vision that I was telling you about and stuff like that, the birds bringing the eggs into the nest of his mind and stuff like that right there. Or you could go to a interview that he had with Papa Keith, and he was speaking on the third eye and stuff like that. I just encourage everybody to go find it and stuff like that. It's an interview with Papa Keith, and it's a very motivating speech and stuff. I wouldn't say speech, an interview and stuff. I looked at his interviews as speeches, but go ahead and check that out. Also, Genesis, the book of Genesis, is the first book in the Bible and stuff like that. Jose being born in the first month of the year, kind of symbolic with Genesis and stuff like that. And that's a crazy thing there. Like when the world started, what month was it? Did it start in January? Did it start in September? Like it got me thinking and stuff like that. But if you go to Genesis chapter 23, it has, which is chapter 23, which is significant to 123, the date Jose was born. If you go to that passage of scripture, it has 20 verses in it. 20 verses being significant to each year that Jose lived. And I encourage y'all to look up the 6th verse in there and the 17th verse in there. Just look it up. I'm going to read Genesis chapter 23, verses 6 and 17, because I know some of y'all ain't going to look it up. Some of y'all are not even writing in your journals, and what you should be writing in your journals, because thoughts will start pouring into them. I've been writing in these journals for about 2 years, studying this stuff here, you know. So, Genesis chapter 23, verse 6 says, "Hear us, my Lord, thou art a mighty prince among us, mighty prince among us. In the choice of our sepulchres, bury thy dead. None of us shall withhold from thee his sepulchre, but that thou mayest bury thy dead." 17th verse, "In the field of Ephron, which was in Machpelah, which was before Mamre, in the field and the cave, which was therein, and all the trees that were in the field, that were in all the borders round about, were made sure." It's powerful that it has 20 verses in it. and stuff like that, equaling up to each year of his life and stuff like that. It's deep. You never know how far it goes deep and stuff like that. Me studying these mathematics and stuff like that, you can say what you want to. I'm going to keep going in. Because after a while, I'm going to be like X at the end of the sad video, levitating stuff. And I'll be out here flying and doing all kind of stuff on y'all. All right. Y'all better go in. Y'all better start studying. My brothers and sisters. Let's get back to where we at. Ezekiel 34 and 26 is about the children of Israel being scattered all throughout the world and then them coming back and being restored. Something's going on. X's first album was a number 17. He dropped it 8/25/2017. You'll notice that's 16 years after the death of Aaliyah. 16 is the number of love. You look at it, 16 could look like a 1 through 6. Even a 6 could look like a 1 through 6. And also, 8 minus 25 is a negative 17. Also, you could do 25 minus 8, which is 17. 17 being the number for victory. But there's more stuff and stuff like that going on and stuff like that. Even if you look at Nipsey Hussle, Nipsey has 6 letters in his first name, and Hustle, the way he spells it, has 6 letters in there. In the last name, Nipsey Hussle is 6'6". And also, he was shot 6 times. He died at age 33. 3 plus 3 is 6. He died 331. 3 plus 3 is a 6 plus a 1 is 7. And 7 is a step above 6. And I believe the same thing happened. I believe what's going on with these people, they accomplish what they're supposed to in this life and stuff like that. And then they die and they pass and go on into the next. That's what I believe is personally going on. I believe X mastered himself. I believe Nipsey mastered himself. And they went on. And another thing in there is with his wife and everything like that, Lauren London. Lauren has 6 letters in her name, and London has 6 letters in it also. Lauren, 6 letters. London, 6 letters. Nipsey Hussle, 6 letters. Nipsey, 6 letters. Hussle, 6 letters. Also, something else that we can pick up and everything like that is Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD is a part of this thread also. The same thing fits him. His number was 999. 9 plus 9 plus 9 is 27. Juice WRLD, the way he spells it, Juice WRLD has 9 letters in it. Count it out. Look at how he spell it, and it has 9 letters in it. His name, Gerard Anthony Higgins, has 19 letters in it. 19 can be sought or looked at as a 1 through 9. Like X and Tupac, Juice WRLD died in his numerical age and year also. He died in 2019. 2 plus 0 is 2. 2 plus 19 is 21. He died at the age of 21. Even his girlfriend, I like to say wife and stuff like that, because that was his life partner and stuff like that right there. Ali Lottie. Ali has 4 letters in her first name. Lottie is 5. 4 plus 5 is 9. And hopefully I'm saying her name right, Ali Lottie. Hopefully I'm saying it right. If I'm not, please forgive me. She has 9 letters in her name as well. Juice WRLD is 999, right? Okay. He was born in 1998, just like Jase. But when he turned 1 in the year 1999, he was 1 in 999. He was 1 in 1999. 1999. He was 1 that year. And like I said, X is in the same loop, in the same year. And please, y'all, everybody, understand if you're born in 1998 and stuff like that. And I just want to break this down and stuff because I don't want people being prideful and stuff like that and going and stuff because you won't even notice until I tell you this right here. Maybe a few people know it, but not many people know it. But everybody that was born in 1998, you are in the same numerical year as your age. When when the year 2000 hit, you turned 2. 2 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 2. In the year 2001, you turned 3. 2 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1 is 3. Now break it down to even this year. You're born in 1998, you're turning 22, or you're already 22 this year. 2 plus 0 plus a 20 is 22. Even if you make it to 100 years in the future, 2098, 2 plus 0 plus 98 is 100. You'll still be in your numerical year and stuff like that. And, that's a blessing and stuff like that right there. Remember, Jase being born 123, the clock on his jaw, on his cheek and stuff like that. And, it's a pleasure to be born that year and stuff like that. I know there's many trials and tribulations going on and stuff now, but that's just a little piece of knowledge to take with you. I don't want people going around thinking they scholars or something like that. Or, oh, yeah, I'm born it. Nah. I don't want none of that right there because you honestly wouldn't even know that if I told you that. But just remember that right there because Juice WRLD and Jase were both born in 1998. And also the generation born from 1998 to 2005 is the Joshua and Caleb generation. 2005, everybody born in 1998 turns, in 2005 you turn 7. 2 plus 0 plus another 0, which is still 2, plus a 5 is 7. And I'll leave it there at that topic and stuff like that right there. But study that and know that and stuff like that and do the numerical challenge. Even like I was sitting up there saying, you turn to 22 this year. Add each number in this year. 2 plus 0, which is a 2, plus another 2 is 4, plus another 0 equals 4. And back to Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD, we all know, had a connection to the 27 Club. He did die on the same day as John Lennon. Also this year, the 27 Club and the number 27, him born in 1998, we already deciphered 1998 equals 27. So he was born on the 2nd of December. He died on the 8th of December. If you just exclude the month and you just take those two numbers there, take the 2 that he was born on and the 8 that he died on, is 28. It's 28. 28 is a step above 27. And his number being 999 is 27. Just like 1998 equals 27. But just how we were saying that how he was 1 in the year 999, or he was 1 in the year 1999. If you add all the numbers in 1999 together, 1 plus 9 is 10, plus another 9 is 19, plus another 9 is 28. And him being 1999 is all connected. Let's keep going. Remember how I said I believe this all stems from Tupac? He said he the originator of all this right here. Juice WRLD got his name from a movie that Tupac played in, a movie called Juice. I grew up watching that and stuff like that. I don't remember when it came out and stuff, but I remember watching it, late 90s and stuff like that right there. And also everybody born in 1990s, you got to understand that 1990 and stuff like that equals the number 19. 1 plus 9 is 10, plus another 9 is 19, plus a 0 equals to 19. So 1990 equals 19. Even people that were born in 1980 and stuff like that right there. 1 plus 9 is 10, plus a 8 is 18, plus a 0 is 18. Like I was saying, that he got his name from Tupac and everything like that in the movie Juice, hence Juice World. The year the year that the movie Juice came out was 1992. If you add all the numbers in 1992 together, 1 plus 9, which is 10, plus another 9, which is 19, plus a 2 is 21. That movie came out. That movie came out in 1992. The numerical, like if you add them all together, it comes out to 19. It comes out to 21. I'm sorry, excuse me. It comes out to 21. And Juice World died at 21. But check this right here out. Juice World died in 2019. The movie Juice came out in 1992. If you take 2019 and you subtract 1992 from it, it comes out to 27 years. Everybody that was born in 1992 turned 27 in 2019. And in 2020, everybody born in 1992 is going to be turning 28. 28 is the number for eternal life. 2 eights, 16. 16 is the number for love. 16 is a step above rest. But yeah, it's all connected and stuff like that. I just asked y'all, to do some research and stuff like that. And y'all, the Juice World fans and stuff like that, I would love it if y'all were to break it down and stuff like that. I know I gave out some knowledge and stuff like that, but I feel like I'm not the right vessel and stuff like that because I had said certain things and stuff about Juice World and stuff because I was upset that X died. That's the truth about it and stuff. I mean, I had saw another rapper with dreads, colorful dreads and stuff, jailhouse tats talking about death and stuff, and I figured like the industry was just trying to pump another X out there right after X died and not knowing that he had his own, he had his own following, he had his own energy, he had his own way of thinking and stuff like that. And I mean, there were rappers who got shot, and I ain't gonna lie, I had wished they had died. Why? Because Jahseh died and stuff. I felt like, shoot, if Jahseh could die, all these niggas could die. And I was wrong and stuff like that right there. And there's stuff of me saying it online and stuff like that. I was saying one time I said like Fluke World and stuff like that. But I was like, y'all forgive me and stuff. I'm just being truthful and stuff like that. It was just out of hurt and pain, just like many of us said stuff on the internet and stuff like that. You know how the family is. We running that mouth and stuff like that. I really didn't like his music like that. Still, I'm not a fan of Juice WRLD's music. I do like his song Starstruck. That's my favorite song from him. I really didn't like Lucid Dreams and stuff because I like the original song that he made it from better. I grew up off that song. I love that song. And I liked the original better, but I just asked, the Juice WRLD clan, to, do some spiritual knowledge and research because it's definitely there. But there's more to it than you can see the eye. I apologize, for things I said and stuff like that. But like I said, it was just out of hurt and pain and stuff. Because I was just sad and upset and still sad and upset that Jahseh is gone. And I can't believe he's gone. One of the reasons that I love X so much and everything like that is because in 2017 I had fell into depression and stuff like that. And I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking suicidal thoughts and stuff like that. And Jahseh always spoke on like suicidal thoughts. He always put his emotion in the pen and put his emotion in the song and stuff like that. Phenomenal artist and everything. And 2017, I was in college and stuff like that, and just going through a very, very depressed time and stuff like that. And it wasn't his music that really counted me out of it. It was his live streams and his videos and stuff like that. And I was just thinking like negative thoughts and stuff like that. And here come this, colorful dreadhead rapper talking about suicide and all of that like that. And I was like, oh, and I was just like connected so much to like what he was saying and stuff like that. And y'all remember that time where we thought he had died and stuff? We thought he hung himself and stuff like that. My choice of suicide was death by hanging. And I found that so weird. I was like, what the heck? I was like, I just felt like, just a higher power talking to me through him and stuff like that. And like, really, like, if I didn't get that tutelage and that information from him at that time, I'd have been dead and my death date would have been in 2017. And then check this out, I fell into a very, very depressed time, like last year and stuff like that too. And this is 2019, the year's 2020 now. And X is dead at this time. And then I come across another video of him speaking about not harming yourself and not hurting yourself. So for me, X counseled me while he was alive, and he counseled me while he was dead. And so there's, this topic that I speak about that is deeper than death. It's deeper than death. That's why that's why its support base is so different and so, phenomenal and just so different and stuff like that. Because like you speak, you get a very, very different reaction. We are different people. And, he was just talking about how he just wanted to make that, anybody who had those thoughts and stuff like that, that you could be comforted, you know what I'm saying, in him in a way and stuff like that. So, if X counseled you out of suicide, drop that in here and stuff like that, and drop what year it was and stuff like that. Now, but if he did it for you while he was alive and while he was dead, I want you to write down here in the comment section, deeper than death. Deeper than death. And I want y'all to know that this information that we spitting out here and stuff like that will be out here for thousands of years and stuff like that. I'm not monetizing this video and stuff like that. I want you to study and get the knowledge and stuff and be able to spread it throughout the world. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna promote it through certain people pages and stuff like that, and they may promote it and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna promote it on my page and stuff like that. In the future, possibly, maybe, I don't know, but I'm not really too much caring about that. I really want you to get the message and take this message with you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's deeper than anything, that you can imagine and stuff like that. Just our connection to him and stuff like that. And, I love Jase and stuff like that. And some of the people that's really going to take this message out here and really spread the message are the people that was suicidal and the people that was homeless. X was homeless at one point. X dealt with homelessness and stuff like that. And anybody that been homeless, that feeling and stuff like that right there. Being out there asleep, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in there, where it start raining, you got to get up, find shelter. You've been through that right there. You've been through something. Man, I remember one time I was sleeping in a bando. It was so cold up in that bed. It was so cold. I had to piss in the damn, Arnold Palmer mango bottle, not the can, cause it ain't got no top on it, but I had pissed in the bottle, wrapped up in my jacket, and put that bit inside my shirt, and held that bitch up for warmth. I was like, I'm in that free. I'm just holding up in there, just holding like I had to warm up off a bottle I peed in, dog. And you know what I was saying to myself? Because X was dead at this time. I was just saying, Gekyung, Jase, and you notice that Gekyung with the G sounds close to God, as Jase, J sounds close to Jesus. Yeah, it's deeper than death. And they always talked about he had a cult-like fan base. Oh, I'm dropping the knowledge today. I'm dropping that knowledge today, and stuff like that. And I want this to come out 8/1. Right now it's 8/1, 2020, August 1st, 2020. I started 7/31, 2020. And you notice 8/1 is 18 backwards. That's for a reason. And it's just, life, life is what we make it, man. I want y'all to really, really get to know yourself and really love yourself. I don't want y'all to hurt yourself, y'all. I want you to love yourself. I want you to be proud of yourself. I want you to accomplish those things that you really, really want to accomplish in this life. And don't let nobody steer you wrong. For me, it was X's like videos that helped counsel me through some depressing times and stuff like that. I'm like, who is this? Because he a few years younger than me. And so, who is this young nigga talking about all this stuff that I'm going through? And I ain't gonna even lie, y'all. One time, because you fall into that depression, you just want to be dead sometimes and stuff like that. I had got mad at X. I was like, yo, if it wasn't for you, I could be dead already. You counseled me out of taking my own life. So I was just like mad at him at one point and stuff. That ain't last for long and stuff like that. 'Cause I was listening to his music later that night and stuff like that. But I was just like, yo, bro, like, you just wouldn't imagine like really what he mean to me. Even with that sad video and stuff like that, I had that day he dropped it, bro. I had donated plasma that day, so I had to draw blood and stuff like that. So I'm sitting up there saying and stuff like that, like, yo, like, I felt like it's talking to me. What blood type? What blood type am I? What blood type am I? And I'm just like, wow, yo, wow, stuff, man. I love y'all and stuff like that, man. Y'all keep y'all head up, man, and stuff like that. Like I say, man, it's deeper than death. Write that down, though. Write it down, though. Deeper than death, and stuff like that. And another thing, man, y'all. I know X dead and stuff like that, but if we could just get something like them crazy comments y'all used to have and stuff like that, or X gonna summon a Dragon Ball, bro. Like if y'all could write some of them down there as if he's still alive right there, bro. Like that right there help me out. That accounts for me, dog. Do that personally for me. That right there be, you know what I'm saying, help me get through and stuff like that. One thing about I never forget the comments and stuff like that while he was alive and stuff like that, man. And I remember I had went to a party right after he had died and stuff like that. Probably not right after, but I say about a year after he had died and stuff. And I think that New Members Only tape had dropped and stuff like that. He was like that, pull up on them, make them run. And I had never heard it. I had heard it the first time at the party and stuff, and everybody was a little stagnant and moving. I'm like, this going to be the last time that I get to hear like some new Josh say, like, at a party, some new X at a party, brother. You know, I had showed out up in the, I had turned it out and stuff like that. By the time I looked around, everybody was dancing and stuff like that, because I felt like an obligation, like, to do something and stuff like that. And he talks about that, speak about that. He was just talking about, you know what I'm saying, if people could do something for me, if they could leave their houses for me, bro. I've been doing this footwork out here. Now I'm getting up on the internet because I'm not an internet person and stuff like that right there. I mean, I'm starting my YouTube career and stuff like that just to spread message out more and stuff like that. But man, like, I've been doing footwork or just putting it in comments and stuff like that and telling people. I remember I was telling people about him when he first was coming out. They were just sitting up there looking at me. They were like, this nigga? I was like, yeah, don't just. And then so people looking at me like crazy, like I'm telling y'all. That's why I say this right here is only for the full support base and stuff like that. And you'll notice that there's no pictures of him in here. Why? Because we know how he looks and stuff like that. But I want you to take all this information, this knowledge, soak it in your mind, write it down, and then afterwards, after this video, you look up a picture of him, and you look into his eyes, and you tell me what you see. Then you'll start seeing a different way that I view him. Because he did save my life. I'll be a green one. If I said, I'll be green, bro. I'll be lying. And like, even before he died, people, I used to talk about him all the time. This ain't just me just talking and stuff after he died. Before he died and stuff like that, I was putting people on him and stuff like that. You heard of XXX Tentacion? You know what I'm saying? And just like understanding, now we could understand why he has such a cult-like fan base. The root word, a cult comes from the word ocular. Ocular, to see. And that's what we'll get into the later videos and stuff like that, to be able to see Jase through the third eye. And some of y'all and stuff like that, I'm not going to get into it much and stuff like that. Y'all that could see his spiritual expression mostly among the trees, amongst nature and stuff like that, is nothing wrong with you. You're tapping into something greater and higher. You're tapping into a higher mindset and stuff like that. Y'all that can see, y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all don't have to spread and get off. But y'all that could see him amongst the trees, because when he planted that inside his mind and stuff like that, that was such a spiritual representation. And I ain't gonna lie, that was one of the reasons I almost took myself, I almost killed myself out, because I'm like, dang man, I'm thinking I'm seeing the devil. I'm thinking I'm seeing like certain stuff I'm not supposed to see, because what you taught in church and stuff, you seeing something different than what Jesus supposed to look like. You were tapping into some devilish stuff. But man, Jase is so big, man. He's in the spirit world, and he's small in stature as a man, but big in the spirit world. Also, y'all, in the sad video when he asked those 7 questions in the beginning, I want y'all to tell me which question resonated with you the most. Like I was saying that, what blood type are you and stuff, because I had just donated plasma. What was the question that really stood out mostly to you? If you could write that down in the comment section. Also, and click like and click share and stuff like that. Share this video. Share it all around the world, y'all. All around the world, because this is the beginning of, something great. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got new music coming out. There's documentary and stuff like that coming out. But let's share this, because it's something new. It's something that people haven't heard and stuff like that right there. You share it amongst the family first, and then we can spread the message to other people that, it's all about bettering your life, about conquering yourself. That's all it's about. You know what I'm saying? Believing in yourself, following your dreams, being who you want to be in this world. Don't be what they want you to be. Be who the Most High created you to be. As you notice, X was an anomaly. He was different. I remember I was there the other time, I was talking about after he died and stuff, and they was like, some of the people and stuff I was at, they was like, well, he looked at weird and stuff. I'm like, what y'all mean and stuff like that. And then after a couple months and stuff like that, I was like, yeah, he did look a little weird and stuff like that. But nah, I mean, don't be a carbon copy of something else. Be something different. Be something different in life. Don't be everything else and stuff, and you talk like everybody else, do what everybody else do. Be something different. That's the only way you're going to stand out above the crowd, even if you got to shout out loud. Y'all know I'm a 90s kid. But yeah, just tell me what it was that connected you in those questions and stuff like that. And also, I'm trying to understand, was Jase telling us, or was he talking to himself when he said in the sad video, you will spread love throughout the world, praise and joy unto my name. We already broke down his name and stuff like that right there, numerically and all kind of stuff like that. Spread love throughout the world and praise and joy into my name, and change the overall cycle of energy we are digesting. If I find out that answer, I'll be a Jase witness for life. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. I live, breathe, sweat this right here. I done been up, I done been down with this message here. I done been in-house, I done been on the streets, no place to sleep with this right here, and just still studying and stuff like that. I ain't gonna even front. Even in that second part when I had on the Jaguar hat and stuff like that, y'all can see my eyes and stuff. I'm kind of sleepy. I ain't high on that. I'm just a little sleepy and stuff like that. Bruh, I was homeless at that point though. But you know what? Still penning, still writing, because that's what we do. We never break, we'll never change. We Gecumites, y'all. We Gecumites, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We persevere through it all and stuff like that. A tough time, what is that? Man, I was going to work and stuff like that. People didn't even know I was homeless. Why? Because I kept a smile on my face. I was happy. Like, why? Because I had this knowledge here, and I just kept telling myself, like how some people say Wusa, I say Gekyung. When I'm, there's something coming up here, I say Gekyung. I say that name, bro. Like that's what that stuff does mean something so different to me. Like you wouldn't believe, you wouldn't believe it, dog. But another thing is if you saw that video, you are going to be judged by God according to how you ethically responded to it. Remember, remember he said that blessings be upon those who have come to this visual presentation with good energy and love rather than malice. Then he turns right around and say, and those, excluding them from us, excluding them from the support base or the people that really take heed to the message. He says, and those, notice it ain't no blessings in them. With negative intent, thank you. Your energy has been transmuted in the amount of time that you've taken to give your energy. Remember, he asked in there at one point, why are you watching this video? Because, see, I watch the video and take action. Let's say one thing about it and stuff like that right there. Like I would say, I was listening to that alone and stuff like that. And I was like, one thing about it, X make me feel it in my skin. And I said that before he even dropped the Skins album and stuff like that. It's like someone feeling my skin with it. You know what I'm saying? And then also, y'all, like, man, it's a lot of artists and music that I hear, you know, if you dance to, you listen to, but it's something about Jase and his music and his energy and his like talking and speeches that makes me move. There's something about it that makes me move. Sort of like his body in the sad video. There's something about it that makes me move. It's an energy. It's an energy, y'all. But X was already aware of how people would perceive the video. And X is the reason I started dropping music on SoundCloud in 2017. We know he started before 2017, but I remember he was dropping that 8/25/2017, and then I was gonna drop something that same day. I was like, nah, I'm gonna wait for him, even though, like you know, he definitely would have still outshined, and you know, saying people don't know me, don't even still know me now, and stuff like that. But like, he's the reason I started dropping on SoundCloud and stuff like that. And out of respect, I bumped my stuff back, and I dropped it like on the 2nd of September and stuff, like a whole week later and stuff, just out of respect, because I got respect for X like that and stuff like that. And yeah, we're getting closer and stuff like that to the end, y'all, and stuff like that. I just wanted to be very direct and stuff like that and stuff. Also, y'all, check out Movicidal Thoughts and stuff like that. It's a track that I dedicated to X and everything like that, and people listen to it nearly every day and stuff like that. And y'all, I want some of y'all to check it out and stuff like that. It's very therapeutic. It's mostly X talking and stuff. I got like a verse and stuff in there, but you listen to what I'm saying, I'm commemorating X and stuff like that, and you hear some of the stuff that I'm saying. I'm saying some of the same stuff that he's saying and stuff. But check that out. That's very therapeutic. I'm gonna do another one, but I'm just gonna do just straight Jase talking and stuff because that's what counts for me out of suicide. I'm not gonna lie. Hey y'all, remember when I spoke about the triple eights being 24, relating to Kobe? I'm just gonna drop some knowledge concerning Kobe, some of the spiritual laws and biblical concepts with Kobe and everything like that. Kobe Bryant has 10 letters in it. And if you look at his alias, Black Mamba, that has 10 letters in it also. Kobe Bryant equals Black Mamba. Just like Jase Onfroy equals XXX Tentacion. 10 equals 10. Jase 6 plus Onfroy 6, which is 12, equals XXX Tentacion. 12 letters. 12 equals 12. Kobe, he got the number 8 from his ADC number. His ADC number was 143. And he added all the numbers individually. 1 plus 4 plus 3 equals 8. That's how he got his number 8. Also, if you look at 143, it can also be looked at as 14 plus 3, which equals 17. and he went into the league at the age 17 in 1996. Remember when Pop died in 1996? Adding all those numbers together, 1996 equals 25. 2 plus 5 equaling 7. And the 7 can be looked at as a 1 through 7 or 17 or 1 times 7. Kobe, along with Gianna and his entourage, died on 126, 2020. 1 plus 26 equals 27. Two known people, Kobe and Gianna, and 7 others, his entourage. 27, kind of like 27 Club. There were 2 known people, as it was up there saying, and 7 others. We already discussed that. But also, it's 1 known person, Kobe, and 8 others. 1 and 8 equaling to 18. The significance of 26 is the Bryant family consists of 2 adults and 4 children. So that's 6 of them altogether, 2 taken from out of the 6, 2 and 6. Kobe's number was 24. 2 of them, Kobe and Gigi, Kobe and Gianna. 2 taken away into another world, and 4 left behind. Shout out to the Bryant family. Kobe's number is 24, and Gigi's number is 2. 24 plus 2 is 26. And 2 plus 6 equals 8. Kobe's full name is Kobe Bean Bryant, 14 letters. If you flip it backwards, Kobe died at the age of 41. Kobe wore the jersey number 33 in high school. If you add 3 plus 3, it equals 6. There are 4 sixes in the number 24. Kobe's career points were 33,643. 3 plus 3 equals 6. And him dying, with his daughter and stuff like that. And it was a very tragic event. But I was telling somebody, who would else better serve him in the other world than his daughter? And y'all have to really, really go back and check out his book and stuff like that right there, and really get into it and stuff like that. And you'll see kind of like and peek into the mind of Kobe and stuff like that. R.I.P. to that legend, man. R.I.P. to Kobe, man. R.I.P. to Kobe. And the thing about it was, I was going to drop a song called Little Bird, and I didn't like the way it sounded and stuff like that. And I ended up dropping a song called Smooth Operate Oshun. And I dropped it at the same time that supposedly the helicopter had went down. It was the weirdest thing. And the song that I was dropping, Little Bird, and the art that I was going to drop, it was a skeleton praying, a skeleton praying with 2 birds around it and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's just just a very heartfelt thing, touching. I still can't believe he's gone. But Gianna was Gianna was born in 2006. If you add all the numbers individually in 2006, you really look at 2006, 2006. It's kind of like a 26 in there also. But 2 plus 0, which is 2, plus a 6, 2 plus 6 equals 8. She was born in 2006. The same number Kobe had first when he entered the NBA. That same year, 2006, when Gigi was born, Kobe changed his number to 24. And that supposedly that was his old high school number before he turned it into 33, which 3 plus 3 is 6. And 26, 2 plus 6. Oh, 26, 2, 6 equals plus 8, equals a 8, 2 and a 6. We first learned about Kobe in 1996. That's when he came on the scene. Kobe died in 2020. Now, if you take 2020 and subtract 1996, that equals to 24 years. Everybody that was born in 1996 turned 24 in 2020. And 24 can be symbolic to the elders around the throne, also 24 hours in a day. Kobe's number was 24. Gigi's number was 2. Alyssa Altabelli's number was 5. Take Gigi's number and Alyssa's number, 2 and a 5. You got Kobe, which is 24, and then the two girls. And I know there were other people on the helicopter as well, but you take Gigi's number and Alyssa's number, a 2 and a 5, 24 going into 25, which is going into the next day, can be symbolized going into the next world. That's very, very powerful, though. When I figured that out and stuff like that, I was like, wow, him being famous for 24 years. He was with us, like we know who he was for 24 years, y'all. But we'll stop it there and stuff like that. I definitely have a second part and stuff like that, and possibly going into a third part and stuff like that right there. And next time we'll talk about why Kobe and Gigi and the rest of the entourage died on Gekyum's birthday, died on 1/26, 2020, on Gekyum's first birthday. And if you don't think that there is no connection there, think again. 1/26 is 1, 2, which is a 12, plus a 6, that's 18. 1/26 or 1, 2, 12, and 6, that's 18. You just have to do the math. And another thing here is, y'all, you got to understand that, with this video and stuff like that, there's going to be people that, don't support it, or people, think a certain way and stuff like that. And they don't mean that they don't love X, or they don't, not connected to X anyway and stuff like that. You got to understand, when X first came out, he had a side full of light, he had a side full of darkness. But when he went, into the next Gekyum, he had a head full of blue to change. That was his main, that we got to change the way that we live, change the overall cycle of energy we're digesting, and inevitably change who we are. He changed who he was. What about you? So y'all, I know some people will say certain things and stuff like that. Don't worry about all of that right there. It don't mean that they're not a part of the base. It just means that they have to grow up and mature. And I definitely don't want to hear nothing from nobody that ain't writing in their journal. Because if you're writing in your journal, you'll start getting some of this right here. Also, y'all, concerning the video sad and everything like that, I wanted to point out this right here also. You remember when X or Gekyum, whoever was speaking in the video and stuff like that, and they were telling us that the world will soon be more loving. You will see. The world will soon be more loving. You will see. The situation in the world in 2020, this sickness that's going on around, is causing us to love one another, because we weren't loving one another. Why did he say that in the video? He prophesied that the world will soon be more loving. You will see. X knew something was coming along. He even knew something was coming along with himself. So, I'm gonna wrap that up there and stuff like that, y'all. Hopefully you made it to the end and stuff like that right there. I just want you to, you know, really digest this message and stuff, write it down and stuff like that, and you know, start digging in deep, y'all. Because I'm telling y'all take this message, y'all start studying this stuff. I'm telling y'all, magic gonna start happening. Magic gonna start happening, y'all. So it already is.
But it's just something new that I'm bringing to the table. I'm Muba the Blue Chi. Muba means captain. The blue chi is the blue energy, captain of the blue chi, the blue energy, captain of the blue energy, and captain of the blue sea as well. You got to watch what you put in your stomach because your stomach is the blue sea. Just take this message with y'all, share it, like, share, write it on comments, please. Even if some of y'all go to his page and just start writing some of the messages and stuff down. 17 or unknown temptation equals 17 letters. 20 times 18 equals 360 degree circle and stuff like that. His birthday 123, the clock on his cheek 123. Just whatever correlated with you the most and stuff like that. Him having 6 letters, Jase, Dwayne, Anfroy. Can't forget the Ricardo. Ricardo being the Spanish name and stuff like that. It having 7 letters, and also Gekyung, his half Spanish son, having 7 letters and stuff in it. Um, but take this message with you, share it, do what you have to do, spread it all around the world and everything, y'all. Spread it all around the world. And also, I want y'all to check out something and stuff like that right there. I'm gonna put it in the description and stuff, along with Mobicidal thoughts and stuff like that. I want y'all to check that out. I commemorated the birth, the life, and the death of Jase on Mobicidal thoughts. But check out another song that I dropped. It was the last song I dropped before X died, and it was a song called Imperial Thoughts. And the crazy thing about it is, I dropped it on 126, 2018, a year before Gekyum's birthday. And in it, y'all, I'm talking about the blood building up. I can't breathe. I'm talking about like George Floyd and stuff like that. And at one point, I say, every time I step, I'm running with ease. I open my eyes, and what do I see? Life is a reflection, a mirror of dreams. I open my eyes, and it's hundreds of me. I talk about amongst the trees I have planted my spies. Amongst the trees I have planted my spies. And then at the very end of it, I say that um, the spirit is fire and it's filled in me, warm spirit and physically. Watch your mouth when you mention me. I make it hard for you jits to breathe. And the world is acting out abysmally. The world is acting out bad. I prophesied COVID like almost 2 years before it hit and stuff like that. That weirded me out, y'all. And I'm not trying to get plays and all that stuff like that right there. I just want you to understand what's really going on. And I feel like I just got a deeper connection and stuff like that. That song dropped 126, 2018. And I'm sitting up there saying, I make it hard for you jits to breathe. That weirded me out. And some other stuff and stuff like that, you know, just start writing in your journals and stuff like that, y'all. Like he'll start filling your journal up. Even like I had got a movie idea and stuff like that, just studying and stuff like that, because I have my own ideas, my own movie ideas that comes from my realm in my mind. But this right here comes from Jase. And I thought of it, hey, he gave it to me. I thought of a movie called The Dream Catcher. And the thing about this movie here is that it's kind of like a virus and stuff like that. People just start going to sleep and don't wake up. And then when you look over them and stuff like that, there's a dream catcher and stuff like that. And at the end, there was a person who was able to break the code and start waking people up and stuff like that right there. But like they would just like they'll be like Jit come from soccer practice and stuff like that. Yeah, mom, I'm finna lay down. I'm tired. He go tired. He don't wake. He just go to sleep. Don't wake up. Old woman go to sleep. They don't wake up. It was, and it's kind of like this virus out here and stuff like that. And the crazy thing about it, when they started waking up and stuff at the end, it kind of symbolized Jase in the casket when he woke up and stuff like that. I ain't gonna get too much deep into it and stuff like that. I definitely want to commemorate that for him. And you green if you try and steal that from him because that come from Jase. I'm gonna just let the energy eat you up. And like I say, people say some little stuff and stuff like that. Don't worry about that, y'all, because the energy of Jase will eat them up. And don't worry about what people say to me. Just remember, I make it hard for you just to breathe. And that ain't call for, because we losing a lot of people and stuff out here, but something's going on, y'all, and you're a part of it. Many of us in X's fan base and stuff like that was suicidal and is suicidal. What's going on? The universe is committing a type of suicide. All it was God showing you his inside thoughts. Look at the videos or the songs that he dropped that was popular. Look at me, I'm sad. That's what the universe was saying. Look at me, I'm sad. Look at how they acting down there. They don't even love each other. What he said, the world would soon be more loving. He wouldn't have to say that if the world was loving each other. People can't even connect with one another. Okay, y'all don't want to connect and spend time. All right, I'll make it hard for y'all to connect now. That's what the universe saying. But check it out. It's a song called Imperial Thoughts, y'all, and it's a trip. It's a little weird and stuff. Like I ain't gonna lie, I weirded myself out on it and stuff, and it just gives me the motivation and drive to keep writing and keep going and stuff like that. And it's something so significant on that. 126, 2018. George Floyd, the blood building up, I can't breathe. I make it hard for you jits to breathe. Now we have a type of respiratory sickness going all around the world. Got a lot of people dying. RIP to all the people that we lost due to this sickness that's out there. But I want y'all to keep your head up. I want y'all to protect yourselves. I want you to love yourselves. I want you to dig deeper inside yourselves. And if y'all look up, because I'm Muba the Bluchi on all platforms on Instagram. I'm Muba underscore the Bluchi. Somebody got a fake page of me or something like that. I ain't even known like that. Somebody got a fake page or something like that. I saw and stuff like that. But it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot, and I worked hard to get this message and stuff like that to complete it and get it to y'all. And there's definitely more coming and stuff like that. But it's something new and stuff like that. Also, we're also into animes and mangas and all that kind of stuff like that. Um, I had wrote February 17th, I believe it was, before this outbreak even happened. I was plotting on going to New York, and someone was telling me, don't go to New York, just go down to your hometown, stay down there. And I was like, nah, man, I'm about to go to New York, city of dreams, make my dream come true. I don't like the way it's going around here, so I'm about to shoot up there. And I came across this anime called Chinmoko no Kante, and that's Japanese for silent service. And it's about a captain of a submarine or a ship or something like that doing joint operations with the U.S. and they got to stop the captain from getting to New York. So I was like, yo, I feel like that's the universe talking to me and stuff like that. So I was like, I ain't gonna go to New York, and I had wrote on like February 17th before the outbreak happened. I wrote Chinmoko no Kante. They must stop me from getting to New York. And also like November 23rd, I think it was. If you go back on my Facebook page, if y'all see my stuff from last month, 7th, please disregard it. I was in some street shit and just a bunch of, it wasn't no internet stuff that I just sent out some messages and stuff like that to let people know this ain't what you really want to fuck with. Um, Spiritually, because I could just send my waves out there spiritually. I don't got to move. I don't got to do anything. I could just attack you spiritually. That's me. Um, I also wrote November 23rd. I say everyone born in the 1990s, it's a reason that you feel like that. And then how about a week and a half later, or a week later, pretty much, the virus broke out of Wuhan, China. And I say everybody born in the 90s. Remember, 1990. 1990 is 1 plus 9, which is 10, plus another 9 is 19, plus a 0 is 19. And the last number on this virus is 19. Testing, older generation and testing the generation of the 90s and the early 2000s and stuff like that. So I want y'all to be encouraged and stuff like that right there. And also, I just want you to, reach inside yourself and find those things that make you happy. Don't harm yourself. You are more than enough. And the reason that you had those suicidal thoughts, God was letting you in on a piece of his mind. Look at me, I'm sad, y'all. Moonlight. So I'm gonna wrap this up and I'm gonna get another one out there. Maybe, take a few months or something. I just want to, get the support base. And y'all do not be sharing this video here with everybody. Some people gonna be looking at you straight slap crazy and stuff like that. You know how many people out there came and was talking about something, they looking at me like, "Hey, this right here is for the support base and the family and stuff, so we could get the message down packed. And then when we mature in it, we can spread the message all around the world. And also, I need help, naming it and stuff like that. For some reason, I call this knowledge or this right here called the Gokame Shakti. But we could come up with a different name and stuff because people are gonna know X for a long time. And this isn't just for the people now. This is for the people that's gonna be born in 2050, 2090s and stuff like that for the future and stuff like that. So I do need help and stuff like that to give it a name. So if y'all could email, I'll put my email and stuff like that down there. And if you really wanna, you know, got good ideas and stuff like that, just write in the like title and stuff, just write username and then you just write something in there because I really want to name it. And eventually, but I would have to talk with, ex's support team, family and stuff. I really want to write a book on this and stuff like that and really, really get it out and stuff like that. It'll have a nice cover, have art and stuff like that. And that's certain things I would do. I would like, even like X wasn't even that famous and stuff. And I was like looking at his art and stuff like that. It used to be my little thing, just go up there and look at all the art and stuff. And I was like, I said, he ain't even that famous. He got so much art on him and stuff like that. The art is amazing. It's just like, what are the 17 things a year that you're doing for X? Even if you're telling just 17 people and stuff like that. Yeah, and so like I say, this information will be shared for thousands of years. It's out there now, and I want you to take it with you and stuff. I want it to be shared long after I'm gone, and it's just a blessing to be part of this fold and stuff like that. And this video is not monetized and stuff like that right there. But I do want to say, if I blessed you, or if I gave you a message and stuff, because a lot of this stuff people wouldn't even know and stuff like that. And it's just like the entity that gave me this knowledge to give to you and stuff, it told me in my mind says that we saw that you were serious. Whatever it was that they saw about me, like concerning Josh said, it was like, yo, we saw and we seen that you were serious. And what does X say when he coming out of Benny Hanna's and the dude giving him the merch and stuff like that? It was like, hey man, I like that. I see you take your shit serious. Study the laws of the universe. You'll get the master key. So this is the end part of it and stuff like that. If I blessed you, if I, gave you a certain message and stuff like that in your name, and like I say, this is not monetized, but if you want to donate and if you want to support what's going on here and stuff like that, you are more than welcome and stuff like that. A rain of blessings. You are more than welcome. My Cash App, I'll put it in the description below, but that's cash tag, cash symbol, MUBADABLUCHI. Cash sign MUBADABLUCHI. Let's move out of Bluetooth. And I approve this message. I get this message to you. I've lived with this message. I've had this journal through homelessness, through in-house and stuff like that, experienced different things and stuff like that. And just the message that, you know, um, X left behind, I want to share with the world and stuff like that. And if you can't send them, please don't hurt yourself. And we know what times we in and stuff like that. This is for the people that want to do something and stuff. That's why I really didn't want to like monetize it because some people don't agree with it. But y'all that want to and stuff like that, mature enough and stuff like that, you want to, you're more than welcome. And you're more than welcome to email me, contact me and stuff like that. No matter how whoever say whatever, something like that, this message here gonna get out. This message gonna hit somebody and it's gonna change somebody's life. because we love X that much. You wouldn't know. Like I was saying, the most people that's gonna really resonate with the message of X is the suicidal and the homeless. When that man says something that changed your life from you harming yourself, is real. It's deeper than death. Occult ocular. And cult also in there's culture. X has his own culture. This isn't a cult. I'm just giving you, the base knowledge and certain stuff that could help bring clarity to what's really going on, y'all. And it is, it's a blessing, y'all. It's a blessing to get this. Y'all wouldn't believe how my mind is going. I used to have negative thoughts and want to harm myself. Y'all wouldn't believe the tiny explosions inside my mind. It's so beautiful, y'all. Write in y'all journals. I'm telling you, he'll give you inventions. He'll, you know what I'm saying, certain things that'll help you get from out of your, situations and stuff like that. And me, like I say, I'm in house now. I'm good. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good up in here. I'm good up in here. I had to hit the streets and get mine. I don't advise that for everybody else and stuff like that. But um, you know, definitely take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of your wealth. Take care of your mind. Know who you are. Be who you want to be. Write in your journals and follow your dreams. I ain't saying nothing different than what X is saying. I love y'all. Y'all my brothers. Y'all my sisters. I need y'all. And just know, you know what I'm saying? Even with some of y'all with these pages and stuff like that, don't be so quick to write people off and stuff like that. And thinking like, you know what I'm saying? Like most of y'all don't even know X personally and stuff. I don't know X personally and stuff. Yeah, he made an impact on all our life and stuff like that. But that's so unjust. Like when you just quick to write off people. Oh, they're a fake fan. This right here. Yeah, and there are fake supporters and stuff like that. But I tell you this right here. You ain't get this. You ain't catch this. You ain't catch this. This man here gave us directions to the moon and we didn't even know it. Him dying on 618, that's 666. Jose Dwayne Onfroy, that's 6 letters in each name. Then with the Ricardo, the 7 equaling, that's kind of like Gekium with 7. But 8 is the number for new beginning. And I want to sit up and say, because I felt like there was a young girl, a young woman that, you know, supporter of X and everything like that, and you're probably going through, certain suicidal thoughts and stuff like that. I just want to let you know, baby girl, you're more than enough. You are more than enough. Don't listen to what others have to say. You have to know and learn what to say to yourself. Because the thing about it is, God looks at us differently than the way that we look at ourselves. And I'm gonna go ahead and end it out on this note here. I know it's probably a pretty long video and stuff like that. This right here is the spiritual laws, the universal laws, and the biblical codes of XXX Tentacion. I will do some on Kobe at one point and stuff like that, unless I'm directed not to and stuff like that. But I love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of the year. Y'all protect yourself. Y'all love yourself. Self-care. Be great. You are already great. You already have everything in you to do what you need to do. And that's who we are as Gecumites. I done did this homeless on the street and in house. I done did this down. I done did this up. That's life. Shake it off. Me went to work every day smiling. Why? Because I had Gekium on my mind. And yes, I care for the child, but I was telling you that's a spiritual thing to me. It's very, very spiritual. And I take it so, so serious. People that know around you and stuff like that. And some people call me an X freak, or some people call me like I love X that much. Because you love him that much when he helps save your life. And you know who you are. That's why I say, man, right deeper than death down. And but part 2 coming up soon and stuff like that right there. We'll talk about why Kobe, Gianna, and the rest of his entourage died on 126 and everything like that. and me dropping that one song Imperial Thoughts on 126 and stuff like that. And man, when I got this, when this entity told me this right here, I hit the floor. Almost, like, oh my gosh. That's why I'm telling you, these tiny explosions in your mind. I'm moved by the Blue Chew, and take care. Till we meet again, till we see each other soon. And don't worry about other people. Let's just know we're positive and negative. We're still part of the same body. Yeah, that black and blonde still on the same head. That don't mean that they're not supported, like they don't love X and stuff like that. That don't mean that. It just means that we have to change. I love y'all. Y'all take care.